Well, good afternoon. This is a discussion of incunabula. What is incunabula? The term is from the Latin and means from the cradle or of the cradle, and in this particular case it refers to the early days of the printed page. Incunabula refers to any printed material from Gutenberg about middle 15th century until about the year 1501. Anything printed in that period is called incunabula, or in plural incunabulum. Incunables, I think, is the other expression. This one, in particular, is 7 leaves from a Florence edition from 1481 of Dante Alighieri's Purgatorio, one of the Divine Comedy. This was commissioned at the behest of Lorenzo de' Medici. As you can see, there is room on this page at least for a plate. The plate only appears in, as I recall, 5 of these. The rest do not have it. This one, of course, does not have it. If it did, I wouldn't be making this. I would be very, very rich. Well, anyway, this is a 1481 edition. You can see it's handmade paper. It's hand-set type. This was made in Florence. This one is a quire being the folded pages of a section of a book, sort of like a magazine with a staple in the middle, only in this case cloth. This quire is from a Bible. The Bible was made in Venice in 1484. This is actually from the Apocrypha. This is Second Esdras. It is a full quire. It's quite beautiful. I had it rebound in archival paper because it was in bad shape, and I figured if a fellow who knew what he was doing, and a fellow named Max Marble who knows what he was doing, bound it, it would be probably preserved for another 500 years. This one, that's Italian. This is Swiss. This is a Swiss edition of Petrarch. Excuse me a second. As you can see, it's well bound. This is a few leaves from a book he wrote. It's a 1484 edition, 1496 edition from Basel of the work of Petrarch. Again, handmade paper, hand-set type, beautifully done. It's just a fragment, but bound. That concludes my presentation in incunabula, because that's all I own.